Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Creative Sim video. This is a collaboration with CandieCoatedSims here on YouTube. I will leave her links to YouTube and Twitter in the description below, as well as the link to her video. We are doing Sims based on the MBTI personality types. I have taken the 8 introversion personality types, and she has all 8 of the extroversion personality types. I will leave some links down below about the 16 personality types, as well as a place where you can possibly take the test yourself. This first sim I'm working on is the INFJ personality type, which is also my personality type. INFJ stands for introversion, intuition, feelings, and judgment. These people tend to be simple, restrained, practical. They focus on ethical brands and conscious consumerism. They like to seek meaning and connection in ideas, relationships, and material possessions. Want to understand what motivates people and are insightful about others. They are conscientious and committed to their firm values. They develop a clear vision about how best to serve the common good. They're organized and decisive in implementing their vision. For her traits, I gave her creative, perfectionist, and good. Musical genius is her aspiration. Up there it shows something different, but I changed it later. Her ideal job in the sim world would be a self-employed songwriter. But yeah, for the most part, this does kind of describe me. So that part was accurate. For these Sims, I did only do their everyday outfit, and then I just threw base game clothes on them for all their other outfits. So you can change them as you want, but I just did the everyday. And they will be on the gallery, so you will need to download all of their custom content to have them this way. The second sim is the ISTJ personality type, which stands for introversion, sensing, thinking, and judgment. They are clean, classic, tidy, sophisticated, and they are quiet, serious, earn success by thoroughness and dependability, practical, matter-of-fact, realistic, and responsible. Decide logically what should be done and work towards it steadily. They work towards it steadily, regardless of distractions. They take pleasure in making everything orderly. So for his traits, I gave him hot-headed, neat, and perfectionist. Nerd brain is his aspiration, which again is different from the one shown up here. His ideal job would be detective, and they would also be good as systems administrators, military officers, lawyers, judges, accountants, business administrators. They are clean, classic, immaculate, tidy, polished, sophisticated, respectable, and well-dressed. I'm not sure where the idea for these glasses came from, but I thought they looked really good on him and made him look really clean and sophisticated to a point, and well dressed. It just looked like the type of thing he would wear. This next sim is the ISFJ personality type, which is introversion, sensing, feeling, and judgment. They are quiet, friendly, responsible, conscientious, committed, and steady in meeting their obligations, thorough, painstaking, and accurate, loyal, considerate, notice and remember specifics about people who are important to them, concerned with how others feel, strive to create an orderly and harmonious environment at work and at home. They are conventional, making sure not to cause any gossip or outrage. Their family matters more than personal publicity. They are modest, reserved, and classic. For her traits, I gave her perfectionist, good, and family-oriented. Her aspiration is super parent, and her ideal job would be a stay-at-home parent. However, she could also be things like a kindergarten teacher, a counselor, and also they work in tend to work in tech support and interior design. She was one of my favorite Sims I created, and I think that I kind of got her style right on. I mean, jeans, a nice t-shirt. I started off trying to put her in heels, but then I was like, no, she's a stay-at-home parent. She's chasing after kids. She needs to have on some good old running shoes. And I just gave her some simple jewelry. I didn't go all out with their jewelry like I usually do. And yeah, I think she looks pretty modest and reserved. I mean, she's got kids, but she still looks good and will still go out looking good. So when I went through to do my CC links, I did find that there are some things I can no longer find links for. I can't really remember what they are right off, but there are a couple of things. So I'm sorry I can't find those. I did list it on the list so that if you want to find something comparable to it, you can, or if you could even find it from the creator that I know it is from, but I cannot find it on anything, any of their sites or anything. So I think it's just facial hair for one male and a nose piercing for a later female that I know who they're from, but I can't find them on their site. So anyway, this is my next Sim. He is INTJ, which stands for introversion, intuition, thinking, and judgment. This is actually the personality type that I used to get. And then when I took the test to do this, I got a different one. Well, just one letter was different. So I guess along the way, I went from thinking to sensing. So these Sims have original minds and great drive for implementing their ideas and achieving their goals. They quickly see patterns in external events and develop long-range explanatory perspectives. When committed, they organize a job and carry it through. They're skeptical and independent, have high standards of competence and performance for themselves and others. They are fiercely independent, goal-oriented, high standards, value quality. They are simple, neat, and purposeful. And they typically dress in the variation of the same theme every day. I did read online that typically these personality types like to wear leather, so I did find him a leather jacket to wear. His traits for the Sims are genius, perfectionist, and self-assured, computer whiz, aspiration, and his ideal job would be a tech guru. They also are good at microbiology, project managers, marketing, systems analysis, military strategist, and other things like that. But I think it's his facial hair I could not find, but I did put down who it was from, so maybe you can find it yourself. I'm not sure. My next Sim is the ISTP personality type, which is introversion, sensing, thinking, and perceiving. They are also called the crafter. They are tolerant and flexible, quiet observers until a problem appears, then act quickly to find workable solutions. They analyze what makes things work and readily get through large amounts of data to isolate the core of practical problems. Interested in cause and effect, organize facts using logical principles, and value efficiency. They are functional, versatile, cool. They tend to opt for clothes that won't get in the way of their activities. An example of something that they would typically wear is like a jean jacket. So I did eventually find her a jean jacket to wear as her outfit. Her traits are non-committal, creative, self-assured. Her aspiration is Renaissance Sim, and ideal job is detective. And they are also good to be like firefighters and paramedics, which, you know, we don't have in The Sims 4, so she really can't do that. Pilot and also freelancers. So when I gave her outfit, I tried to incorporate the tend to opt for clothes that won't get in the way of activities by giving her like jeans and some sneakers, and for her necklace I gave her just like a choker type necklace that wouldn't be like swinging if she were running or doing something active. So if you do end up taking a version of it that is online, or if you have ever taken a version of this test online and know your personality type, please leave it in the comments below, because I would really like to know what everybody else got. For some of these Sims, I had a clear idea going into Cas what I was going to put them in based on the little bit of research that I did. But some of these are kind of a little bit more difficult, and so some of them will seem like I took no time at all to do, and then there's some of them that will look like I probably cut out 15-20 minutes of footage from where I was trying to find something for them. So this Sim is my ISFP Sim, and I redid him twice. The first time I did him, I kind of didn't like it, so I stopped for my whole record and create a Sim to like kind of just think about it. And then when I came back, I redid him completely. The ISFP stands for introversion, sensing, feeling, and perceiving. They are called the artist. So I had this idea of making him into like the struggling artist that like toted around their easel or their sketch pads or whatever it is that they're using and just drew on a whim. Their personality type is quiet, friendly, sensitive, and kind, enjoy the present moment, what's going on around them, like to have their own space and to work within their own time frame. They are loyal and committed to their values and to people who are important to them. They dislike disagreements and conflicts, and they do not force their opinions or values on others. They are unique, innovative, confident, and creative. For his personality for his Sims traits, I gave him creative, art lover, and good. For his aspiration, painter extraordinaire, and his ideal job would be a painter, but not like the painter career, but more like be not really even freelancer, but just paint and sell like we do for like rags to riches and things like that. He is one of the only two that I gave tattoos to. It will be him, and I believe the one that comes up right after him that I gave tattoos to. It also says that these types of Sims are good at being jewelers, natural artists, musicians, and photography. So I just kind of went with the artist thing. I could have made him a freelance photographer, but I didn't. And for his attire, I just gave him a simple hoodie and a pair of jeans. He just totes around his sketch pads and draws whatever he sees at the moment, and then sells it to, of course, pay his bills. So I did try to transfer like their custom content eyes and eyelashes over to each outfit. So if you download that CC and then the Sim, it should give you that across the board, and you can just fix everything like their outfits and stuff. So this Sim is my INFP Sim. That stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and perceiving. They are often called the mediator. They are idealistic, loyal to their values and to people who are important to them, want an eternal life that is congruent with their values, curious, quick to see possibilities, can be catalysts for implementing ideas, seek to understand people and to help them fulfill their potential, adaptable, flexible, and accepting unless a value is threatened. They are individual, expressive, they're not afraid to follow their own rules. For her traits, I gave her romantic, creative, and good, aspiration of a best-selling author. An ideal job would be a writer, either the writer career or just a or like just write books and sell them, not really work for anybody. She is the one I gave a nose piercing to. It is by XX Black Sims. I could not find it anywhere, but whenever I tried to pull up the file, it said clearly that it was a file from XX Black Sims. So I don't know where to find it at now, but I guess any nose piercing would do. I mean, it's just a simple stud. I also did give her a back tattoo, and I kind of went with like a boho theme with her, to kind of like, she does follow her own rules, and that includes what she wears. So I gave her the boho, this is what I'm going to wear and that's how it's going to be kind of outfit. She was another one of my favorites to create. They say that their style is kind of like cropped flared denim, but I couldn't really find cropped flared denim, so this is just what I went with. And I really love these little like side pigtails on her, and I gave her the little headband accessory just because, hey, that's her style, so that's what she went with. And this is my final sim. He is an INTP, which stands for introversion, intuition, thinking, and perceiving. They are also called the thinker. They seek to develop logical explanations for everything that interests them. They are theoretical and abstract. They are interested more in ideas than in social interaction. They are quiet, contained, flexible, and adaptable. They have unusual ability to focus in depth to solve problems in their area of interest. They're skeptical, sometimes critical, and always analytical. They are basic, easygoing, low maintenance. They have an uncomplicated approach. So for his traits, I gave him loner, clumsy, and perfectionist. Aspiration is nerd brain, and ideal job is scientist. Other ideal jobs would be things like college professor, which is technically the style I was going for when creating his outfit. Business analyst, corporate strategist, data analyst, mechanical, electrical, software engineer, or a technical writer or journalist. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Create-A-Sim. In the description below are links on how to get these sims if you are on PC. Unfortunately, console can't because there's so much custom content. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and like my content, please hit the subscribe button. Leave me some comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.